Policyholders need to be diligent in obtaining certificates of insurance. That's going to be their best defense about keeping their premiums down. They also need to be verifying those for authenticity, which is obviously very difficult. But checking the coverage verification sites on the Missouri Department of Labor is a great start. Under workers' compensation rules, an uninsured subcontractor could very easily be identified as a statutory employee on the policy. Therefore, when a client is using an uninsured subcontractor, they need to be aware that that exposure will be added back on their policy. We also need to think about how is that person going to be classified. If we were writing a policy for a trim carpenter, and that is the only thing they did, we would be able to use the class code 5437. However, when we are writing a policy for a general contractor, and that uninsured trim carpenter steps on their job site, their classification changes. It's going to go under that general carpentry class that we spoke about, 5645 residential carpentry or 5403 commercial carpentry. Because again, the general is in charge of that job and there are other carpentry operations occurring, which would then make sure that we have to classify that uninsured subcontractor as if he were an employee of the general contractor. As with any class code or any certificate of insurance questions, we certainly welcome agencies and policyholders alike to give us a call at Missouri Employers Mutual.